Hello everyone, welcome back. This is a Nissan Juke Nismo RS. And you're gonna ask, what's a Nismo? And the Nismo is the sport version of Nissan. It's like having an BMW or an AMG Mercedes or an Audi RS. And I have to tell you right from the beginning, this is one aggressive little car. Now, I never liked the Nissan Juke because I thought it's an odd car. But this one, I have to tell you that it's something different. Just look how the body kit on this car looks. Look at the front bumper, look at the rear bumper, and also at the rear wing. This is a true beast. And also this one has 215 horsepower. And today I'm gonna review it. See you in a bit. Let's discuss about the front end of the Nissan Juke. First of all, this car has a 360-degree camera system to show you everything around your car. It also has parking sensors, which is quite neat. But what I like about this one is the front end. Just look how aggressive it became. This car was lowered, so your bottom, it's quite close to the ground. And I have to tell you that it's quite an impressive car. You notice the front bumper, which has a front splitter, and it looks brilliant. Also, it has these daytime running lights, which gives the car a very aggressive stance. Also, this red pattern that is all over the front bumper, it's kind of well, Nismo logo, and you can find this all over the car. Now the grille has been blacked out and the whole car has been blacked out. Even the turn signals and well, these lights over here have been blacked out as well. So overall, the front end of the car is very aggressive, very good looking, and I have to tell you that I quite like it. The headlights are xenon and they do light up pretty neatly in nighttime. So as you can see, the front end of the Nissan Juke is quite aggressive and quite good looking with this Nismo pack. Under the hood, the Nismo RS has a 1.6 turbocharged petrol engine which develops 215 horsepower, has 280 Newton meters, goes from 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds, and manages a fuel consumption of around 39.23 miles per gallon, which I have to tell you that it's quite impressive. Also, this car has a 6-speed manual gearbox and it's quite nippy and fun to toss around. From the side, you immediately notice the 18-inch wheels with this beautiful black grayish color and this red trimming, and also red brake calipers. You have these side skirts, which emphasizes again the sportiness of the car, and also you have Nismo mudguards, which they look quite cool. You have carbon fiber on the mirrors, and this gives the car as well a sporty feel. But from this side you can also notice the roof spoiler, which looks very aggressive and somehow feels like you're driving an airplane. But honestly, this car is so lowered to the ground that is giving you a very sporty feeling while you're driving it. And with the sound from the exhaust that this car has, well, it feels like a daily race car. But let's go back to the side of the car, because you immediately notice how beautiful this car is. It has some beautiful lines, and being a little bit different than the normal Juke, well, I have to tell you that it stands out pretty nicely. So if you want a cool Nissan Juke, well, you can get the Nismo. So I got this car from my friends at CarZ. CarZ are a specialized second-hand car dealership located in Ipswich. All the cars come with 6 months RAC warranty, which is extendable up to 3 years. If you have a low credit score, they can help you with finance. If you want your car to be part exchanged, well, CarZ can provide part exchange with your car. Also, if you want your car delivered all the way across UK, well, they can provide that as well. So check them out at carz.co.uk. Let's discuss about the rear end of the Nismo RS, because, well, it's quite cool. First of all, you have this Batwing over here, which is insanely cool and, well, insanely good looking. But also you have these elements right over here. Here is a boot spoiler, which has been wrapped in forged carbon. Also, right underneath the number plate over here, you have forged carbon. Also, the badge has been blacked out, and right over here we have a Z badge, which probably stands for Zorro. But nevertheless, let's get back to the rear end of the Nissan. First, I want to tell you about the taillights, and they have been blacked out just a slight to give the car more of an aggressive stance. This is the rear bumper, and the rear end of the Nismo is very aggressive. You have a rear diffuser here with the fog light placed right over here, and also the camera is placed right here because this car has a 360 degrees camera system. And well, you have the Nismo RS badge, which looks quite cool, and it's reminding you that you're not driving a dull Nissan Juke. And take a listen how the exhaust sounds. And this is how the Nissan Juke actually sounds. It has the roar of a lion. Jumping inside the Nismo RS Juke, you immediately notice the Alcantara steering wheel and also this red stripe in the middle of the steering wheel, which showcases the sportiness of this car. Now the seats, these are the most comfortable sport seats I ever sat in. These are very well made. They have perfect lumbar support. They hug you in all the right places. The high quality materials that they used making these seats, I have to tell you that they are quite amazing, and they look quite cool with this reddish pattern and the Nismo badge. You also have a Nismo badge next to the gear shifter, and also you have this aluminium aspect that it's all over the dashboard as well. There's something interesting about the gauge cluster. You have a red gauge and an aluminium gauge. Well, this looks quite cool, and I have to tell you that it's quite interesting how they developed the gauge cluster for this car. Instead of getting a normal one, they made it a little bit more interesting. Also, the cover for the gauge cluster looks quite cool in this Alcantara finish with this red stitching, emphasizing one more time the sportiness of this car. Now it's time to drive the Nismo Juke. Well, it is time because, well, take a listen. Oh yeah, this sounds insanely good. The exhaust is very loud and very aggressive, but not that loud that actually bothers people. It's more in a case that you get noticed. And well, these 215 horsepower, I have to tell you that they're quite agile, and I have to tell you that they are all there. If there's something that I want to complain about, is the fact that this should have been a four-wheel drive. Because it's a two-wheel drive, it doesn't seem to deliver the power that well to the wheels. But I'm quite impressed by the quality of this car. Now, I'm not going to talk about the whole options that this car has, because, well, if you want to check that out, I'm going to put a description here, and you can see the other Nissan Juke that I actually reviewed, because they have the same options. For example, heated seats, air conditioning, folding mirrors, and so and so. And I'm not going to talk about that. But what I'm going to talk about is how fun this car is to have. So if you want a cool car, just get the Nismo Juke RS. It is very nice to drive. It's very nimble, it is fast, and well, this engine provides kind of everything that you need. Now, it doesn't have the specified fuel consumption because, well, it doesn't. I tossed this car around a bit and I managed to do 23 miles per gallon, which is not good, is not bad. Well, if you're Scrooge McDuck, don't buy this car. But if you don't care about the fuel consumption of this car, well, go for it. So yes, overall the Nissan Juke is quite a good car. Is it comfortable? Well, yes and no, because the sport suspension is actually, well, a little bit bumpy, but it kind of makes up for it because it's a sports car, and, well, not actually a sports car, more of a sports SUV. But, well, it is what it is, and if you buy this kind of car, then you will have to expect that the ride quality isn't like the Range Rover, for example. How is the quality of the interior? Well, it's a Nissan and everything works, everything looks cool, and it's a car to buy if you want to be a little bit out of the normal boundaries, because this car gets all the attention. Being blacked out, having this crazy wing on the roof, it actually looks quite cool. Honestly, it kind of looks like the Batmobile. Probably I'm exaggerating a bit, but still, it looks kind of like a Batmobile. So yes, overall, if you want to buy a decent Nissan Juke, get this one. That was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoy it. It's actually nighttime and, well, I have to close the video. And well, see you in the next episodes. In the meantime, peace and blessings to all of you, and I'll see you soon.